Shalom, shalom, everybody. It's your brother Yakub, Woodrow, whichever one you prefer, James even. Here to talk to y'all. Probably gonna be a kind of quick one this week, called Choose Wisely, Don't Be a Fool. Start off with Proverbs 14 and 12, and it's also repeated in Proverbs 16 and 25. So nice King Solomon had to say it twice. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. New Living Translation. There is a path before each person that seems right, but it ends in death. So a lot of times when something seems right, do your research, look into it. Don't be what they call it, a hive mind or a herd mind or whatever, just following what everybody else is doing because it seems right to them. Look into it and see is it right for you. Like my granny used to say, I'm like, Grandma, everybody doing it. She said, if everybody was to jump off the roof right now, would you do it? Because everybody else is doing it? Serious questions we got to ask ourselves because a lot of people would, especially in these days and times. Let's get another one. Proverbs 12 and 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Amplified Bible says it like this. The way of the arrogant fool who rejects Elohim's wisdom is right in his own eyes, but a wise and prudent man is he that listens to counsel. And Sirach say a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his own will. So no matter how many times you try to correct somebody like that, it don't even matter because they're going to find some reason why it's okay and they're going to justify it in their mind. And if you not that strong, the mind's going to sound good to you too. But sometimes with people like that, you just gotta be like, okay, you got it. Like the scripture said, once you blow the trumpet, the blood is off your hands. So once you give somebody the information, what they do with it is on them. That's not on you no more. You did your part when you told them what thus saith the Most High. After that, whatever they do with it is on them. So that's something we can rest assured in. When God constantly be on somebody, you why you keep doing that? I told you about that. Stop doing that. Nope. But you told them once, it's no longer your responsibility, for real. And that's something that you can set your mind at ease and wash your hands of the deal. Let's get some more. This is Sirach chapter 21, verses 18 through 21. To an ignorant person, wisdom is as useless as a house gone to ruin. He has never even thought about the things he is so sure of. Like, man, it's like some things like a person haven't even thought about it. But they heard somebody say it, they heard their favorite celebrity say that's the truth, or somebody with a bunch of letters in front of their name or behind their name says the truth. They don't even do no research. They don't even look into it. And I admonish all my people to not be like that. I saw a meme last week that said, if everyone is thinking the same thing, somebody isn't thinking. Somebody ain't even think about it. They just saw it somewhere and it looked nice or sounded nice the way the person said it, or maybe their voice, maybe their charisma or whatever. Or maybe it was just somebody that we deem to be cool that said it. So they just take it and run with it. Verse 19. To a person without any sense, an education is like handcuffs. Verse 20 and 21. But to a sensible person, it is like gold bracelets. So to a ignorant person, what might look like handcuffs, to a wise person, that same thing will look like some gold bracelets. It's something to be proud of. It says, an intelligent person will smile quietly, while a fool roars with laughter. Like the saying goes, confidence is quiet and insecurities are loud. I guess the same thing applies to wisdom and foolishness, for real. Let's get one of my favorite verses. Proverbs 17 and 27 from the Amplified Bible. He who has knowledge restrains and is careful of his words, and a man of understanding and wisdom has a cool spirit. He has self-control and even-tempered. Cool and laid back, man. Even-tempered synonyms include unruffled, calm, collected, complacent, and composed. I saw something when they had that versus battle with all the R&B guys in there. One of the singers from the group 112Q, he did his like own analysis of it, and he was like, sometimes when you be too calm or too hype, he said, collect yourself. And I thought that was pretty cool. They're going right along with this being cool, calm, and collected, and being of that excellent spirit that the scriptures speak of. So sometimes even me, if I see myself being too hype and too amped, heart rate start to speed up a little bit, I remember those words real quick. Collect yourself. Be of that excellent, cool spirit. Because that's what King Solomon recommends, and he was one of the wisest men that ever lived, according to the scriptures, for real. Let's get this one. This is Proverbs 26:18 and 19. As a madman who casteth firebrands, arrows, and death, so is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, Am I not in sport? New Living Translation. Just as damaging as a madman shooting a deadly weapon is someone who lies to a friend and then says, I was only joking. It's a prank, bro. What you so upset for? It was just a prank. It was just a joke. That's madness and foolishness to do stuff like that. And that madness and foolishness has been costing a lot of injuries and even cost some lives recently. So don't do that either. That's just being foolish, man. Cut it out, you know? It's like these pranks do not end well. They have not been ending well, for real. And this is a side note, another verse that I love, one of my personal favorites too. Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. We just talked about gossips and talebearers like a week or a couple weeks ago. And this verse just spoke to that, and it just came after the verse that we were just reading. But this is the New Living Translation of it. Fire goes out without wood, and quarrels disappear when gossip stops. So it's foolish to engage in gossip, either if you're the one spreading it, or even if you're the one just listening to it and getting all engaged in it for real. Like the Bible said, that's foolishness, man. Cut it out. Don't even have no parts of it. You hear somebody talking about somebody, just tell them, like, look, man, what they say on Black Panther, that mean we don't do that here. Let them know, man. That ain't what we about, man. We about stuff that's going to really edify our lives and change our lives for the better. Not no whole bunch of he say, she say that's only going to lead to contention and strife and probably worse, you know? Just got to be more careful how we use our time, because time is limited. Time is getting shorter and shorter by the day. So anytime we use on stupid stuff that do not profit us and do not benefit us, does not benefit us, it's time wasted, you know? We don't like to waste our money, but even more important than money is time. So we got to be more careful of that. That's wisdom and not foolishness. Now back to our regularly scheduled program, which we never really left, for we just took a little slight detour, but we back. Proverbs 11:2. But pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. New Living Translation. Pride leads to disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Proverbs 29:23. New Living Translation. Pride ends in humiliation, while humility brings honor. So being humble, and like I had a great conversation with a brother of mine yesterday. Actually, my barber was talking about how like being humble has saved so many lives, man. Just being humble and not always thinking that you got to be the tough guy, or thinking that you got to be seen, got to be heard. Just doing that sometimes is wisdom in and of itself, you know. So that's all I really have for this week. Just encouraging our brothers and sisters out here to move wisely. Let me get one more scripture from the New Testament, because all these have been from like Proverbs and the book of Sirach. So let me just get one from the New Testament that always rings true in these times, especially the times that we in right now. Give me 1 second to pull it up, and it would do that. Well, I would do that. And they say that's another thing of wisdom. Stop blaming stuff on other people and on circumstances and stuff. A brother I like to watch on here say, always blame yourself first. What could you have done differently? What could you have said differently? I have also blessed to have a conversation with my brother Mark the Messenger. Shout out to you once again, bro. And that's what we was talking about. Like, just not always putting the blame on somebody else. Sometimes it really do be our fault. And even if it ain't all the way our fault, it's something that we could have done differently in situations to get a different outcome. So let's just not be, as a people, as anybody who's listening to me, just let's not be so quick to always look for somebody else to put the blame upon. Let's just take it, be responsible sometime. Accountability. That's one of my favorite words. It's something that's very important. Be accountable. All right. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 14. Verse 15, I'm sorry. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And let's continue on and read verse 16, which goes like this. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Now let's get that same thing out of the New Living Translation. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 15 and 16. It says, so be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Verse 16, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. 17, don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Most High wants you to do. And so that's how we strive to live from now on. If you wanted to read the rest of the verse out, y'all could do that. But that's what I wanted to touch on. We are in wild times right now. And anybody, you don't need me to tell you that. Anybody could tell you that. Anybody knows. If you just living and you vigilant and you looking around you, you know we in wild times right now. So being and seeing that we in these wild times. So read that one more time. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 and 16. So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools. Don't just do anything. Don't take the bait of anything that's shown in front of you. Don't watch that program that you know ain't no good for you. You know you ain't got no business watching. Don't listen to that music that make you want to act a fool. Don't indulge in them substances that's going to make you want to do something that you know you ain't got no business doing, and where as though you lose your willpower and stuff like that. Don't hang out with them people that every time whenever you hang out with them, trouble come, or when they hang out with each other it's trouble, but you just want to be seen with them just so people can think you like that too. So maybe some of the attention from the females that they get, and you might trickle down on you. Hey, some of the stuff that you don't want that they get might trickle down on you too, And for the ladies, same thing. That group of females is always in trouble, and shoot, I was saying only the guys getting in fights and getting in trouble and stuff like that. But I seen a couple instances recently. I seen some young ladies, I think they was up in New York or something, and they trashed the restaurant and hurt some people in the process because they was charging them like 75 cents for some ketchup. So if it's a group of ladies even that's always in trouble and always getting into something, and you know that if you hang with them, it's a chance you might be involved in some of that, or just catch some of the backlash from it, don't hang with them. Or whatever else that ladies be doing that is undesirable, that you wouldn't want to be a part of, don't hang with the people that do it, even though it might be tempting. These people getting all the limelight and stuff like that, don't get that surgery that have been taking people out of here and stuff because you think you might get a couple more likes or whatever on your social media page. A couple more people might like your page or might, show you some extra attention or whatever. It's not worth it, man. Be wise. Be happy with the good Most High gave you, unless it's like an extreme situation or something like that. But for the most part, be happy with the Most High gave you and be the best you that you could be, And if you happy with you, what you worried about what somebody else think about you anyway? If I worried about what everybody thought about me, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. Definitely wouldn't be here talking to y'all. But I'm going to cut it short and not make it about me. It's always about these scriptures at the end of the day and what the will of the Most High is. So let me read that one more time. Ephesians 5, 15 and 16. So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. And we just gave a couple examples of wisdom and foolishness. Verse 16, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I thank y'all for listening to me. I thank you. Welcome once again to all my new friends and family. Thank you so much to all my day ones that's been here since a year ago, I think it was, when I first started this. Shout out to my brother once again, Mark the Messenger, for all the love you've shown. And, outside of that, Most High willing, we'll meet up again real soon. Shalom, shalom. Yah Baruch.